Ahoy, my friends, Ryder here, and welcome back to another Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis video. Today, I'm going to be heading into the story mode, and I'm going to be taking on the first of the new extra boss battles, this one being against Jenova Birth. I've actually yet to complete the episode 2 Dying version. I have gotten somewhat close. It is pretty difficult, so I'm going to start today with Jenova and then work my way into beating episode 2 and deliver you guys a guide as soon as I'm ready to do that. Alright, so let's go into this fight right here. As you guys can see, Cloud is the only character that's actually necessary for you guys to bring in. So as long as you choose another character from Final Fantasy VII OG, you can basically bring whatever team you want. I'm just going to stick with this team right here, Barret, Cloud, and Tifa. I think based on the weapons that I have for them, this is going to be the most doable for taking down Jenova Birth. Now let's go actually look at Jenova Birth, and we're going to see what we need in order to take her on. So Jenova has no weaknesses and no resistances. We are going to need Triangle and X sigils to take her down. She is immune to poison, which is good to know. She's not immune to physical attack, magic attack break, alright, which is good to know. But she is, however, immune to physical defense and magic defense break, so we're not going to be able to bring anything like the Sun Umbrella. Alright, so Jenova uses many powerful magic attacks, inflicts magic defense down, alright, so we're going to need magic defense up, with Tail Laser, Fatigue with Fatigue Gas, and Fog with Fog Gas. I'm just going to let you guys know right now, all three of these are AoEs. Okay, so we are going to need several healing Asuna Fogs and Fatigues in order to counter Jenova. Alright, Triangle and X sigil breaks. Now let's go in and make the team. Alright, so we need something that counters magic defense down. So I'm going to switch over to Cloud, put on the Bandage Sword, one of the best weapons in the game, I think. I use the Bandage Sword for a lot of guides. And now instead of running him Ice, because we do need Triangle and X sigil break, right? But if you look at this weapon, the support material is for circle break. So I'm actually going to switch over to the Murasame Battle Garb, and I'm going to switch over to the Murasame right here. Alright, and we're going to run the Murasame because this one has a Triangle Sigil boost on it, which essentially means that Cloud can cover all Triangle Sigil breaks, and then Barret and Tifa can focus on X Sigil breaks. So that's going to take care of that. So I'm going to go down to the third slot right here. I'm going to equip this Triangle Blow. I'm going to go over to Tifa. We're going to equip an X Sigil on her. Okay, she already has one equipped. Alright, then we're going to go over to Barret, and we're going to equip an X Sigil on him. Alright, so that takes care of our sigils right there. Now in terms of the Healing Asuna Fogs and Healing Asuna Fatigues, I'm going to want to put at least, let me see here, 2 Healing Asuna Fogs and Fatigues across the team board. So I'll leave Cloud right here with the Fog. I'll go over to Tifa. She has a Fatigue equipped. Alright, and then I'll go over here to Barret. He has a Fog equipped. Alright, so we have 2 Fogs, so we're good on Fog. I need to add in another Fatigue, so I'm going to do it on Barret. So I'll go over here to Barret. We'll switch the filter. I'm going to look for another Fatigue right here. This is it, the purple one. Alright, so let's go down. We're going to find one of those. Let's see. I think this is going to work right here. Physical attack up. Alright, so that's going to be perfect. So now we have 2 Healing Asuna Fogs, 2 Healing Asuna Fatigues. Alright, now let's go into the actual builds for these other characters. Tifa, I'm going to be running as a healer. If you don't have Tifa as a healer, just run Aerith. Both are going to work perfectly well. I'll put the Lifeguard wraps in the first slot right here since healing is going to be her primary concern. In the second slot, you are going to need a magic attack down on Jenova, but I'm actually going to slot that on Barret, which is going to leave Tifa open to equip the Guide Gloves. And I think that even if you don't have the Guide Gloves at OB6, just equip like your strongest version of it, or equip the Tiger Fangs on her, and have your other character other than Barrett be your secondary DPS. All right, so that's going to be that. Jenova is resistant to physical defense, magic defense break, so Somersault is going to do nothing. I'm going to leave her on Water Kick right there. All right, let's go back to Cloud. Since he's running a Lightning God build, we're going to put Ramuh's Judgment Bolt on him, which is going to leave us with Barrett. Mind Blow also breaks magic defense, physical defense, so we're not going to use that. So I'm just going to pop him onto Shiva since Jenova has no elemental weaknesses. Okay, now for Barrett, we are going to want that magic attack break on him. Now, the Solid Bazooka is a great weapon for that. It's essentially Barrett's version of the Tiger Fangs. So I'm just going to equip this on him in his main slot. Okay. Then in the sub slot, let's look through here and see what we can equip. This one raises or lowers magic defense. That can't be done. We can't lower the... I think I'm actually just going to equip the Heavy Hauser here in the secondary slot, which is also going to give Barrett some damage against Jenova. Alright, so essentially a magic attack break and some form of sub DPS. So Barrett is running a very similar build to Tifa, except she's a healer instead of a debuffer, and Barrett is a debuffer slash secondary DPS. Alright, now let's go back out and look at this from a distance. Okay, so we have the 2 fogs, the 2 fatigues, we have our 2 X sigils and 1 triangle. Okay, and I think that's going to more or less cover everything that we need. Powerful magic attacks, Cloud will counter that with Sanctuary. Tail laser, fatigue gas. Alright, I think that's basically going to do it, guys. Barrett's materia is good. I'll leave Cloud's right here with the Thundara blow for the physical attack up. This is a stat 6 just for physical attack, as you guys can see. And then with Tifa, let's see here. I think I'll just leave her with the Fyra blow as well. That's also a nice stat stick. Alright, now let's go into the back end and figure out what we need to do. I'm going to keep the crystal gloves on there. It gives HP and lightning potency. My secondary weapon I'm going to equip on Cloud. It's going to be the Seaside Caller. It's another fantastic weapon, basically a carbon copy of the crystal gloves. So I'm going to equip that on him. Now he's looking really good on HP, really good on physical attack. And then for his third weapon, I think I'm just going to equip the Stream Saber right here to give him some good physical attack and physical attack to all allies across the board. Alright, now for Tifa, first thing I'm going to do since she's our healer is go put on our trusty healing guard stick, right? That's going to go in the first slot. Now let's look at her stats. She needs more HP, and we want to be speccing for magic defense. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to equip her with the Bahamut Knuckles. Alright, that's going to give magic defense and HP. She's still a little bit low on the HP, so I think I'm going to give her another one, maybe the 1000 Waves right here, which is going to take her magic defense up to 156. Alright, so that's going to basically solidify Tifa. Let's go over here to Barrett and finish him off. Alright, so Barrett, we're essentially looking to do the same thing. So let's take the Beach Parasol, we'll equip that on him. His HP is looking really good now. Now maybe we can actually get him some DPS, so I'll equip any OB10 weapon that has physical attack on it. So we'll take the Dark Heavens, but just equip your strongest weapon right here for him. Then in the last slot, we don't need this Sun Umbrella because he is a physical attack type. I might bring the Amarant Claws, but I think most people probably don't have this at OB10. So instead of that, I think I will just bring the Buster Sword right here. Alright guys, I think that's going to basically wrap up the team. I'll show you guys a quick overview of the stats right here. So Barrett will be at 81k power, 10.3k HP, 3.2k physical attack, and 126 magic defense. His R abilities are as shown here. Alright, and here for you guys to see. Okay. Now let's go over and, oh yeah, here's his sub-equips, which we just went over. Let's go over to Cloud right here. He's sitting at 115k power, 10.4k HP, 3.8k physical attack. He does have very low magic defense, but he does have high HP, which is definitely going to compensate for that. His R abilities are as shown here. Alright, and here. Okay. And let's move on to Tifa, last and most important, since she is our healer. She's going to be running 87k power, 9.8k HP, 2.5k physical attack, 156 magic defense, and 2.2k healing. Her R abilities are as shown here, with heal being the most important one, followed by magic defense, then anything physical attack related or attack related. Here are her R abilities, and that is going to essentially wrap up the team for this Jenova fight. So it is a pretty high power right here going into this. I'm just equipping it as best as I can. I figure with one of these battles where it resets your entire team when you do it, you might as well just go all in on it. All right, so I'm just gonna go for this and let's see how it goes. I do recall Jenova kind of giving me a pretty hard time in the story when I recommended the team. So hopefully this is gonna be a little bit easier. I think I remember it being not so bad. Alright, so I'm going to let the ATB charge just at the beginning, just to see what she's going to do here. Alright, just so that we're prepared. And then I'm going to start opening up with some damage on her. Alright, so she is debuffed now. Tifa will go for the Zongan Fist. Cloud will go for the Thunder Strike. Alright, so here comes the ready laser. So right before this goes off, I am going to land a Sanctuary with Cloud and make sure that she is debuffed. Switch over to Tifa so we are prepared to heal from this tail laser attack. Alright, here we go. Alright, so once we take that, I'll go straight into a healing thing, and now we're just going to break these sigils. It should be fairly easy, especially when they're combined like that. Alright, now we're going to get a little bit of a window to attack, so we're just going to do as much damage as we can, as fast as we can do it. Alright, and I'm guessing that she's probably about to healing us. She's about to hit us with a fog or a fatigue here in a second. There's the fatigue, alright? So I'm going to switch over to Barrett, and he's going to start healing. Tifa has the other fatigue. Alright, there's 2 down, and Barrett is going to take care of the last one right there. Alright, and now we are just going to break this sigil. I'm going to go back to Cloud. He's the one that's going to do the most on this. Alright, he's going to be able to break 5 sigils at a time since we are running a sigil boost break. Here comes a stun gas. Alright, so it is going to stun Tifa, but fortunately it is not Cloud, so we are good right there. Alright, it does look like she is healing through this entire process, but we're going to be able to do some damage right here. I'm actually... There's the... What is that, a fog? Yeah, so that's a fog right there. I'm actually going to break this, and then we're going to heal the fogs. Alright, so there's 1, there's 2, there's 3. Alright, time to do some damage. Okay, so right around the time that she is coming out of this, I'm going to hit her with 3 of these attacks, and then immediately drop the summons right here. Alright, perfect timing, right before she goes into her next ready laser. Alright, so the limit breaks and the summons are going to take her back down as far as we can get her. Alright, so there goes Shiva. Looking pretty good so far. Fighting to get her back to half HP. After this, we're just going to break her magic attack once again. Alright, so here's Barrett. I'm going to hang on with Cloud, and he's going to Sanctuary right before this tail laser goes off, right about now. And we're just going to switch over to the defense stance right before this tail laser goes 3. So all in all, pretty simple fight so far. Nothing crazy. Alright, so I'm going to go for the healing waves right here. Straight back into the damage. Alright, here comes another tail laser. So I'm just going to re-up the magic attack down. It does not look like Cloud is going to get off his Sanctuary here, but I think we should be fine despite that. Alright, so keep in mind there will be 2 of those in a row towards the end of this. Alright, there we go. Here comes the next ready laser. And this one should be relatively easy to break. Okay, getting pretty close. This one is going pretty fast, but I think we got this. After this, going straight back into damage as much as we can, as fast as we can do it. I'm switching over to Tifa into Zangan Fist. Cloud is going to be doing Thunder Strikes, Barrett is going to be doing Pyro Balls, and that is more or less going to wrap up the Jenova Birth fight. And yeah, so honestly this one's not too bad. I will say that the Dyne fight is considerably harder, especially because I don't think that many people have Barrett built. You're definitely going to need some higher level OB weapons to take that one out. I'm still struggling with him, and actually I use Barrett pretty often, so I still don't have quite strong enough of a set. But yeah, that is going to complete the episode 1 Jenova Birth. If this video was helpful to you guys today, please don't forget to drop a like on the video. I always appreciate that. And if you guys are interested in seeing more videos in the future, or more guides, or just hanging out with me on this channel, don't forget to subscribe. And yeah, if you guys are looking for a dope ass Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis community and a potential guild to join when those maybe drop on week 7 of the anniversary, you guys should come check out our Discord. It's called the Curseborn Discord. There is a link to join in the description of all my videos. Hope to see you guys there. Hope you all have a wonderful night. Take care and peace.